I hear that train a-comin', it's comin' round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck here doing videos. Hey, Guar, you like that, man? Yes? Yeah, whatever, shut up. Hey, this is for the July 14th fight between Amir Khan and Danny Garcia, and it's for Garcia's WBC light welterweight title. First, I'll break both fighters. I'm gonna show up and say, hey, how you doing? And snap. No, it's first I will break down both fighters, and then I will give my prediction at the end there. I'll start out with Amir Khan, who's 26-1 with 18 knockouts. I am not counting the Lamont Peterson fight he was just in case you want to know. Their only loss is to Breeders Prescott, back in 2008. He's coming off multiple good showings. With the Maidana fight, was a war for the ages there. It blew away Paul McCloskey, banged out an aging Judah there. He's got speed, and more speed. He's got good power and a pounding jab. When you look at him, he throws the combos, he can get in, get out, works the body very well. Ask Maidana about that one. Ask Judah about that, how well he can work the body. Not at his best with pressure fighters, we've seen. He doesn't handle that well, but he has the heart, and he's willing to bang in there if he absolutely has to. There's not a punch he can't throw, and his defense is very tight, good defense. And he's probably gonna be a little angry right now because never should have lost that fight with Peterson, who was all jacked up on steroids. Just saying, right? Pissed. Going over to Danny Garcia, 23-0-0, 14 knockouts, 61% knockout ratio. He's a dream killer, man. Dream killer. I'm gonna call it. Beat Eric Morales. Then again, Morales came in overweight, and he looked it in the ring. He did not look as fit as he had in his previous fights. Has his face healed, because usually when you get broken nose, it takes a little bit to heal, but it should have pretty time. He's got 3 straight solid wins though, over Morales, over Holt, and over Nate Campbell. Now, for each one of those, you could make a definitive reason as to why he won. Morales out of shape, Nate Campbell too old, and Kendall Holt not really world-class fighter. But they were all good, and none though are as good as Khan is now. So this is a step up in competition for Danny Garcia. Still showing some inexperience in there, and I'll get to that in a little bit. He does have a high D early, but then he drops that left and later and tries to roll the shoulder. Has good speed, seems like he can turn it on or turn it off. Good speed, not like Khan's speed, but he has good speed. Throws good combos and counters, punches to the body a lot, but they're low a lot too. Like, he beat Morales' hip and thigh to death in that fight. Stamina is going to be questioned in this. Does he have the stamina to go all the rounds? Because as it gets later in the fights, it seems like there's more dead time with him. I'll get to that in a little bit. Nice hooks. He does throw with aggression. He can be timed. He leaves himself open because he's so focused on trying to time you that you can time him. Feints, stuff like that work very well with him. And as I said in the last video, either he is going to be able to do it or he's not going to be able to do it. And he beat Morales, so I guess you kind of have to say he can do it, right? He's stepping up. It's about time. His doesn't take advantage of a lot of stuff. And what I mean by that is doesn't take advantage of the dead time. When there's that lull in the fight, he's not the one that's going to be the aggressor in there. He sits back a little bit too much to where he could pump a jab or build stuff. If a round's close, his inactivity will hurt him in there. He doesn't apply enough pressure. When he throws the combos, it's like pop, 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 and he's done. There's not really that aggressiveness to him yet, and he'll learn that as it goes on. Okay, well, ultimately after you put all that together, spin it up, and put it on a sandwich, I think Khan's speed is going to win out in this one, and I have Khan winning a unanimous decision. I don't think it'll be a knockout, but I do think it'll go the distance. I think Khan's ability to pop him and get out before he has the opportunity to time him is going to work in his favor immensely. And I think the judges aren't going to let him get away with punching Khan in his hip and his thigh too much. And we could see early warnings and then possible point deductions later. It wouldn't be the first time we saw point deductions in a Khan fight, would it? All right, well, hey, this is Bigragu and Gordo. Just whatever. I'm out.